Here's something the food industry does not want you to know. That bottle of lemon juice sitting in your refrigerator door has probably never touched a real lemon. Americans spend over $400 million a year on bottled lemon juice. $400 million. And most of that money goes toward bottles filled with reconstituted concentrate, chemical preservatives, and something the label calls natural flavors. Flip any of those bottles around and the ingredient list tells a story the front label was designed to hide. I spent over 40 hours auditing every major lemon juice brand on the shelf. I pulled ingredient lists, cross-referenced FDA labeling standards, and dug into the corporate supply chains behind these bottles. The results were not what I expected. Today, I am breaking down 5 lemon juice brands you need to skip immediately and 3 that are actually worth your money. And the brand that won genuinely surprised me. What I found changes everything you think you know about the juice aisle. Stay until the end. Here's how the lemon juice industry actually works. To make 1 bottle of real lemon juice, you need roughly 12 to 14 fresh lemons. At grocery store prices, that is somewhere around $3 to $5 worth of fruit for a single bottle. That math does not work for corporations chasing margins. So here is what they do instead. They buy lemons in bulk from massive farms, juice them industrially, then boil that juice down into a thick concentrate by removing most of the water. That concentrate gets shipped in tanker trucks to bottling facilities, sometimes across entirely different continents, spending weeks or even months in transit before reaching a single bottling plant. At the factory, they add water back in, dose it with preservatives like sodium metabisulfite and sodium benzoate, then inject natural flavors in lemon oil to make it taste like the lemon juice they destroyed during concentration. And here is the legal loophole that makes all of this possible. The FDA allows a product to be labeled 100% lemon juice, even if it is made from concentrate, as long as the reconstituted version has the same ratio of solids to water as fresh juice. That means 100% juice does not mean 100% fresh. It does not mean unprocessed. It does not even mean the juice in that bottle came from one single harvest, one farm, or even one country. The phrase "from concentrate" is doing enormous legal heavy lifting, and most consumers never flip the bottle to check. This is a logistical magic trick, and you are paying premium prices for it. 5 lemon juice brands to skip 1. Re-Lemon. Re-Lemon is probably the most recognized lemon juice brand in America, and that is exactly the problem. Brand recognition is not a quality indicator, it is a marketing budget. Flip the bottle. The ingredient list reads water, concentrated lemon juice, sodium metabisulfite, sodium benzoate, lemon oil. That is 5 ingredients for a product that should only have 1. Sodium metabisulfite is a sulfite-based preservative that also acts as a bleaching agent. It keeps the juice looking uniformly yellow instead of the natural cloudy shade real lemon juice turns over time. Sodium benzoate is another preservative that, when combined with the citric acid naturally present in lemons, can form trace amounts of benzene, a known carcinogen. The label says 100% lemon juice. The ingredient list says otherwise. You are paying for concentrate, chemicals, and a brand name that has been coasting on familiarity for decades. 2. Jif lemon juice. Jif follows the exact same playbook as Re-Lemon. Water, concentrated lemon juice, sodium metabisulfite, sodium benzoate. The same chemical cocktail in a different shaped bottle. What makes Jif worth calling out specifically is its positioning. It markets itself as a cooking essential, leaning heavily into recipe culture and home baking. The implication is that this is a kitchen staple you can trust, but the reality is you are squeezing preserved concentrate onto your food. There is nothing in this bottle that resembles what comes out of a fresh lemon. The tartness is flat, the color is chemically maintained, and the aroma has been engineered back in after processing stripped it out. For a product that costs roughly the same as a bag of actual lemons, this is a losing trade every single time you reach for it. 3. Great value. Walmart's Great Value Lemon Juice is the budget option, and it performs like it. The ingredient list is functionally identical to Re-Lemon and Jif. Concentrated lemon juice, water, sodium metabisulfite, sodium benzoate, lemon oil. Here is what makes the Great Value version particularly frustrating. It is priced at roughly $1.50 for a 32-ounce bottle. That sounds like a deal until you realize you're buying chemically preserved, lemon-flavored water. The cost savings come from using the cheapest possible concentrate sourced from wherever the global supply chain has the lowest price that quarter. When the price is suspiciously low, the product usually is too. This is not a bargain. It is a compromise disguised as a deal. 4. Concord Foods. Concord Foods takes a slightly different marketing angle. They emphasize convenience, the squeeze bottle format, the ready-to-use functionality. But the ingredients tell the same tired story on concentrated lemon juice, sodium benzoate, sodium metabosulfate, lemon oil. What stands out with Concord is the addition of lemon oil as a prominent listed ingredient. Lemon oil is used to re-inject flavor and aroma into juice that lost both during the concentration process. Think about that for a moment. They process the juice so aggressively that they have to artificially add lemon flavor back into their own lemon juice. That is not a food product, that is a chemistry project with a nutrition label slapped on the front. 5. Market Pantry targets Market Pantry brand is another store brand offender hiding behind clean packaging. Same formula. Water, concentrated lemon juice, sodium metabisulfite, sodium benzoate, and natural flavors. The natural flavors designation here is worth pausing on. Under FDA regulations, natural flavors can include any flavoring derived from a natural source, which sounds harmless until you realize that source does not have to be lemon. It could be citric acid derived from mold fermentation, flavor compounds extracted from other citrus fruits, or any number of processed derivatives that technically qualify as natural. Market Pantry is selling the illusion of simplicity while burying complexity in the fine print. Read the label carefully. The truth is right there if you know what to look for. Here is how you can audit your own lemon juice at home in under 60 seconds. First, the sediment test. Pour your bottled lemon juice into a clear glass and hold it up to the light. Real lemon juice that has not been heavily processed will have a natural cloudiness and may show fine sediment settling at the bottom. If your juice is perfectly clear and uniformly colored like a soft drink, it has been filtered, preserved, and stripped of its natural character. That clarity is not purity. It is evidence of overprocessing. Second, the smell test. Open the bottle and take a deep inhale. Real lemon juice smells bright, complex, and slightly floral. Preserved juice smells flat, one-dimensional, and sometimes carries a faint chemical tang. If it smells more like a cleaning product than a fruit, that tells you everything you need to know about what is inside that bottle. Third, the side-by-side taste test. Squeeze half a fresh lemon into one cup and pour the same amount of your bottled juice into another. Taste them carefully, back to back, one after the other. Real lemon juice has layers. A sharp tartness followed by a slight sweetness and a lingering citrus complexity. Preserved concentrate tastes sour and then nothing, flat. One note. If your bottled juice fails all 3 tests, it is time to make a switch. 3 lemon juice brands that are actually real one. Lakewood Organic Pure. Lemon juice, flip the bottle on Lakewood Organic and read the ingredient list. It says one thing, organic lemon juice. That is it. One single ingredient. No water added, no preservatives, no natural flavors, no lemon oil injected to simulate freshness. Lakewood has been producing organic juices out of Miami, Florida since 1996. They use a cold press process that avoids the high heat of industrial concentration, which means the juice retains its natural flavor profile, its vitamin content, and its enzymatic activity. A 32-ounce bottle runs around $6 to $7. Yes, that is more expensive than real lemon, but you are comparing actual lemon juice to preserved concentrate. Ounce for ounce, Lakewood delivers more real flavor, which means you use less per serving. The real cost difference is smaller than the shelf price suggests. If you only switch one product in your kitchen this year, make it this one. This is the brand that won my audit, and it was not even close. 2. Italian Volcano Organic Lemon Juice. Italian Volcano sources its lemons exclusively from organic farms in Sicily, one of the most renowned lemon growing regions on Earth. Sicilian lemons are larger, sweeter, and more aromatic than the standard commercial varieties used by concentrate producers. The ingredient list is, once again, one single item, organic lemon juice. No preservatives, no concentrate, no reconstitution. What sets Italian Volcano apart is the terroir. Just like wine, lemons carry the character of the soil where they were grown. The volcanic soil of Sicily produces a lemon with higher natural sugar content and a noticeably more complex flavor profile. You can taste the difference immediately. The 25.4-ounce bottle costs around $7 to $8. It is a premium product, but it is an honest product. For recipes where lemon juice is a primary flavor, like a vinaigrette or lemon curd, the difference in quality between this and anything from concentrate is night and day. You will never go back. 3. Uncle Matt's Organic. Uncle Matt's is a family-run operation based in Claremont, Florida. Matt McLean started the company in 2002 with a simple mission: produce organic citrus juice with no shortcuts. The ingredient list reads organic lemon juice. One ingredient, no concentrate, no preservatives, no added anything. Uncle Matt's sources from organic groves in Florida and processes the juice in small batches. Their supply chain is fully transparent, their farming practices are certified organic, and their pricing is surprisingly competitive. A 16-ounce bottle comes in at around $4 to $5, making it the most accessible option on this list for consumers who are watching their grocery budget. This is the value play. You get clean, single-ingredient, organic lemon juice at a price point that undercuts the Italian imports. For everyday cooking and everyday drinking, Uncle Matt's is the smartest buy on the shelf. Absolutely no contest. Let me be direct with you. 5 of the most popular lemon juice brands in America are selling you preserved, reconstituted concentrate and calling it 100% lemon juice. They are using chemical preservatives to extend shelf life, lemon oil to fake freshness, and natural flavors to cover up everything that industrial processing took away. Meanwhile, brands like Lakewood, Italian Volcano, and Uncle Matt's prove that real lemon juice with one ingredient on the label is not only possible but sitting right there on the same shelves, waiting for you to pick it up. Your health is not a commodity for these corporations to optimize. You deserve to know what is actually in your food, and more importantly, what has no business being there in the first place. The food industry does not want you to know the truth. We tell it every single week because you deserve to hear it. Subscribe for more.